Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's TK, and today we're gonna dive into Super Bowlers and see how this strategy does, especially after the Super Bowler buff with the addition of one level. So, without any further ado, let's dive in. Starting with a ring base we have here with double poison, and this is one of those toxic ones that you go to the core but nothing comes out from the other side, right? And guys, one thing I didn't mention in the intro was that I'm actually running this fireball equipment, not the maxed level. Okay, it's not max. I believe right now that I'm recording it because I upgraded a few levels last night, but I think the recording was around level 20 or 21. Okay, I'm not sure which one, but it's around that level. I just wanted to give it a go. I wanted to see how does this work in a Smash army where you don't use it in a Warden walk, so you use it in the core. So we can see it actually on this base pretty good. So one side we're gonna have a Flame Flinger, the other side we're gonna have the Warden, because of course with the King's Gauntlet, I don't really see the value of sending your King to the outside when he can go to the core and crush the base. One wall breaker there, I just wanted to have it a bit more open, and then the next wall breaker will open that compartment nicely. I'm gonna add the king in a way so he can have a nice timing of getting added to the army. Okay, that's important with the super bowlers. It's all about timings, guys. Okay, and look, we are in 2 minute mark. We're gonna start our dive into the base. All right, don't go under the 2 minute. You're gonna be slow on time because super bowlers are slow. Depending on where you drop your champion, you might end up time failing. We're gonna go with that jump. Now, this is where you need to look at the core if you're running the fireball equipment with the warden. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna pop the warden here. No, you need to wait. You need to wait till the best moment. Once this town hall is down, I'm gonna try to pop the warden. Look, I'm still holding, then I pop it, and look at that. It's gonna demolish that entire side because the super bowler bounces did so much damage to the other side of the town hall. That's why now this equipment can destroy the building afterwards. So now look at the base and the way we added the champion. She can clear the rest of the base by her own with her abilities. This is what I mean. The thing is, everyone dies in the core. Like even with the spam root riders, this is why there's a lot of ring bases. You might end up dying out inside the core. But with this warden equipment, it's not even max, guys. I'm telling you, okay, you can upgrade it to level 18 even. It's still gonna be so much damage. But you can see how we're going to keep going and crushing this space. Of course, with the champion, you need to kind of run the haste vial and the hog puppet. I don't have the hog puppet upgraded on this account, but I'm doing some recordings on multiple accounts, so I'm able to bring you these daily videos with the different strategies. But hopefully, you enjoyed the way I explained the way we use the fireball on this space. And well, the funneling with the boulders are the important part of this attack, so keep that in mind. And also, we're gonna dive into the next base and let's see what it is. Okay, we have another base here. This does look like a box. It does look like an anti-3 style box, not gonna lie to you, because some things are placed, differently than like a symmetric way. Okay, so I'm gonna choose the Warden Walk on the 6 o'clock and the Flame Flinger on the 9 o'clock. We're gonna go with a Barbarian here and a Barbarian on the top side. Unfortunately, we do find the Skelly Trap, which I kind of just saw, I didn't see it with the barb. So we're going to invest this Barbarian Archer Minion. I ended up actually investing a Wizard too. Maybe it wasn't needed, but we're going to go ahead with the Warden Walk on 6. This is already 20 seconds on the clock that we haven't even started the Warden. So we need to speed it up with adding a Baby Dragon. Simple as that. Now, once the champion is locked to your pet and there is no damage, you can actually take her out with that one singular Headhunter that I have in this army. The rest the warden will do. And this is the weird part. Look, the warden skips this gold mine and goes to the multi-archer tower. So I decide to rage him up because of the expo as well. But the Frosty did his job of freezing it a bit. So we're cool on not using a freeze. Now, I invested a wall break, something that I like to do, but sometimes when I do it, there's always one skelly trap, which then will add a timer to my warden. Now, we're gonna go even with the Yeti that was for the funnel, King, Titan, Ice Golems, and these bowlers. Open them up and look at this. I'm gonna invest another wall break. I'm not investing the jump yet because the jump can be used in the back end, trying to give more value to the entire base. That is what the jump was for. And look at this. We're gonna go with that rage and then the warden ability. This time I thought it would hit the inferno, but you know, there is some visual effects that you might think there is a certain defense closer to you, but it's actually not. So that could come up with a few first attack with your, warden equipment of fireball, but you will get there. But look at this base, man. There's nothing really left. Like the way the bowlers smash through, I love that. Like no other strategy smashes the core like super bowlers, but you need a very good funnel, which we had, with the flame flicker and the warden walk. It's really good. So if it's your first time trying the super bowlers and watching this, strategy, you can go ahead and run it with the rage gem or the healing tome, two of the best equipments right now with the warden ability. It really works cool, but I wouldn't suggest the rage gem itself just because you already have four rages going into the base. You are not gonna need more rage like gem or something with the warden, but in general I like to have the fireball right now, experimenting, basically see how this works. So let's move on to the next hit and see the base style. Okay, we have this very annoying base. Now, I always bring a certain base that is a bit low in legends because not everyone is going to be high or mid legends. Some of you that are watching these videos are lower and you get more weirder bases and you kind of want to know how to take it down. But guys, this actually attack is not going to go too perfect, but that's why I'm here to showcase the power of the super bowlers. Warden walk on the top side. I actually kind of dropped the healers a bit late, so we have to go with the rage. It's in front of a Warden tower. I don't know why it's in the outside, but it is what it is. We're gonna Warden walk this corner. I really wanted to get the queen and the single inferno with this Warden walk, so I'm gonna invest a few things. Now, this is the part that, yeah, the flame finger went to the wizard tower, so I left it. I was gonna tank for it a bit. Now, gonna wait for the warden to pull the queen, then I'm gonna drop a headhunter, but there is a lot of damage on warden already, so we have to go with another rage on the warden itself. We already invested two rage spell under this like warden walk. Skelly spell for the single inferno. Hopefully the warden will catch on to it unless he doesn't want to, but I'm still waiting. Two wall break here, and one of the mistakes that I make here is that I actually miss my wall break. The third one is for the core. But guys, can you tell me what happens with this wall break? Because when I was attacking, I didn't see it. And now that I'm recording, I can actually see what happens. Let's see. Double ice golem. We're going to add the king. I'm going to add the bowlers. And look, I'm adding the loons. Then I'm going to go with the wall break. But the eagle killed the wall breaker. So unlucky. And this is where now we have a problem because we used all of our wall breakers and we have no access to the town hall. But the good thing is the flame flinger cleared the lower side, which means troops will actually be to the perfect wall to dive in. There is no more defenses or buildings to go out and look at that warden ability. It completely demolished whatever was behind the town hall, meaning you don't actually have to go through them or keep on freezing them if they're a single inferno or something else. We invis and then rage through that entire side so we can get our troops to go deeper faster. That's how easy I can explain it to you. The King Gauntlet, of course, as I said, you want him to be in the core of the base. You want him to go into the base with the bowlers. And now the back end is decently, I would say, hardcore, but the Royal Champion can handle everything. Like with the Hog Puppet as well and the Haste Vial, it's going to be super simple. But this one, we have, of course, the Royal Gem, so she can get addition of HP. And no worries, man, we still got the Queen alive. Minions for cleanup always. Don't forget, you can see the archers I have put in every corner so we can clean these buildings faster because look at the time. Sometimes you might need to pop the champion ability early so she might not go just like this on the back end and clear a lot of the defenses, but it's a good way to clean up as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the way we took down this base as well. The fireball did its thing, completely demolished the town hall area, but let's move on to the last attack. We have another base that, oh my god, look at those invisibility towers. This is something that is going a bit viral in Legends League right now with the invis towers on those side defenses that makes the pathing harder. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean because this attack show you the perfect example of why you should be running this type of invisibility towers because trust me, it works sometimes really good, but well, not against super bowlers because this strategy is already too strong. So We have a Warden Walk on the 6, again Flame Flinger on the 9, making two side funnel. Just gonna tank the mortar slightly with barbarians, archers, and barbarians. It doesn't matter if you don't tank it perfectly and the mortar end up hitting you, but still we're going decently. Now, when you're tanking the mortar, guys, this is a little tip I can give you. You're gonna miss your warden, right? But you can see his HP from lower side, like your troop deck. You can see his HP from there. So make sure you also take a look at warden when you're doing the tanking. If he's going low, you need to leave the tanking of the flame flinger and move to your warden and rage him up. On this case, we had to rage the warden to get more value in more time. Now, once the expo is down, yeah, we're gonna start with the ice golems, then the bowlers, of course, but we're gonna go with the jump first, just so I don't forget. Okay, I'm not the best smash attackers, guys. I do mistakes, you know. I even sometimes forget stuff. So baby dragon on top side, I really wanted to get that nice funnel. Here is where, because of this invisibility tower, we're diving into the side of the base, but look, it's gonna make things invisible. And now the bowlers actually went to the outside. Warden equipment went to the outside. Only thing that went in was my king, and he was lucky he went in because of the ground CC troops that came out. My queen is also, I believe, yes, somewhere around that area on the inside, but everything else is on the outside, and they are dying out. We're basically hitting this base with no super bowlers. You know, queen and king alone gonna demolish that core. I'm adding the champion once the single inferno is tanked. Now the top side is where I do an interesting move. I'm gonna freeze that air defense, and I'm actually gonna make sure this dragon gets that entire side down. Well, look at this pathing, man. Look at this. Why is it going that way, man? Oh my god. We took that area down, but as you saw, there was no super bowler in the core, but we still managed to crush the core with that king. That's why on the first hit I told you, go with the king in the core. Don't go with the king on the funnel, because king inside the core can do crazy stuff, man. Trust me. And you probably know that as well because of the gauntlet. But still, this base will have no chance of defending us. This method of using the invisibility tower, it's been around in tournaments right now for a few days, and it's also coming to Legends League. It's an interesting way to mess up your pathing, but if you're a good attacker, and oh my god, look at that Frosty, man. If you're a good attacker, you can still come up on top and hopefully get those triples in, man. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. Take care, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Peace.